Okay, so now I sewed all the way around and I have my area for the elastic. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to measure your waist. This is the point in which we're measuring our waist. We wanna measure our waist, and we don't wanna do it so tight like this, unless you like to wear things that tight. I don't like it that tight. I like it kind of loose. So I'm gonna say it's like that is probably good for pajama shorts because I want them to be comfortable. And then you're gonna add another inch to whatever your waist measurement is. Okay, so for me, it's like 30, let's just say 30 and a half for a loose one. And then I'm gonna make it 31 and a half. So you're gonna cut your elastic. Okay, and then just make sure it's right. Don't want to cut too little. And so mine's 31 and a half. All right, and then you're gonna take your large safety pin. These are the best for this. We're gonna feed it through the item. So I'm gonna keep it reversed, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it through my opening, and it should very easily go through. That safety pin provides you a way to kind of squinch it up and then pull. Squinch it up. Do you see all that nice space I have? Because I was able to sew it properly. Pull. Okay, you're gonna keep going. And now it's gonna start to look like shorts, not like a balloon. Because the elastic is what's gonna bring it kind of all together. All right, you can stop them then. Okay, so now I've made it all the way. I made sure not to pull it too much because if I did, I might lose the other end. You should be able to feel for the safety pin. Okay, there it is. And this is not something I'm gonna do for each person. This is something you're gonna have to work to do on your own because you're capable of doing it. It's not easy, but it's manageable. And you can always ask somebody else. Uh-oh, did you guys see what I just did? I lost my other end. Okay, so now that I went all the way around the elastic, and I actually like to make sure that the elastic is not twisted. So that's important that you make sure that it's not twisted. What do I mean by that? I'm sure all of you have had a band before in your shorts that does not feel straight. Make sure it's straight all the way around because if not, it's not gonna be comfortable. All right, and then what I just did was now that it's straight, I'm taking out my big safety pin, secure it back, and then I'm going to take the two ends and flap it over and put a pin in between. Now I'm gonna grab a pen. Okay, so now that I pinned it and all of my elastic is straight, I'm just gonna show you what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm looking for us to go on the sewing machine with a line. Then we're gonna pivot. Then we're gonna go back and then we're gonna pivot again. And if we can make another line across, that would be great. You can even make like an X. But that might be hard for you guys. But the idea is that you're securing the entire elastic together because we've already measured it. It's a good waist size. Now we're pinning them. So I'm gonna leave the waistband down so I can get in there. And I like my drawing because it will show you us exactly what we're trying to achieve. Does it have to be perfect? No. But does it need to be... I'm actually going to take the pin out because it's not going to work. Because that presser foot will hold it down. And then remember we're back stitching too. So we're going to go forward, back stitch, forward. Remember pivoting? We put the needle down, we lift the presser foot, we turn, and then we put the presser foot back down. This is definitely an 8th grade project. I mean, this is not necessarily easy, but it's so doable. That's why I'm making the videos, so we can make sure that you guys are watching the videos instead of just sitting around asking, what are we supposed to be doing? If you get stuck, just stop and start the videos again. Pivot down. Okay, I might have to put the whole project in there. Keep going. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, now we're going to lift it up again, and we're going to go across to make our X. I did that. I'm going to put the pin down again, and I'm just going to try to go over one more time, and it's okay if it's not perfect. All right, well, it's definitely secured, right? So then we're going to cut the threads. Samuel, do you want to say hi to my... Okay. Now we're going to make sure now it's all done. And then what we're going to do is we are going to pin. Remember the opening we had? We've got to shut that. We can't do that. Keep it that way. If you want to pin it, you can. I'm not going to. I'm going to push my elastic, and I'm going to go right back where I was before. And I noticed a little bit before it, I noticed that the stitches ended. So I'm going to just start back and then go back stitch, keep going. And then I'm going to sew over till it meets where we had an opening last time. Okay. And then we're going to cut the threads off. And now this is a trick. It's awesome, actually. This is a great trick. And turn it inside out and look how much nicer it's looking. Now, what we're going to do, instead, so that the elastic doesn't twist, our elastic band doesn't twist, we're just going to go over it again. So we're going to go under the presser foot. And I'm going to go right on the line so it doesn't mess up. I back stitch a little. I'm going again. This way, it doesn't twist. I know I've had some elastic shorts, and all I did was just do that one section. That's all I did. My shears. We're going to cut off all these extra threads later. I'm going to go right to the back side and do the same thing. If you guys want to do it this way, you can see it better. Oh, it's feeling like it's stuck. So that doesn't want to go, and I'm not sure why. So no big deal. Might be just because it's too thick. So I just did it on that one front side. So you can do it if you even out, oh, I should have told you guys that before. You want to always even out the elastic. See how it's bunched up on this side, but it's not bunched on this side? That was my fault. I should have moved it. So maybe it's good it didn't sew on the other side. Let's get that out of there. So we want to make sure that the elastic is moved all the way around. So I'm glad it didn't sew there. See how it's kind of bunched up here? You don't want that. You want the elastic to be bunched up evenly. So if we look at the waistband, we see that there's a gathering here and gathering there. So if you like the way that is now, if you like the way it looks, then you could try to sew over here a little bit, or you can sew even here, just to make sure that the waistband doesn't move. So we're going to try to do that again. I'm going to just kind of do it in the middle. Now it's letting me do it. So I just ended up doing it on the back and the front side so that it doesn't twist. I didn't like when it twisted. Okay, so there, can you see that we're making nice pajama shorts? So the only thing left we have to do is hem.